Good day, this is Mystic Chivicin, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you, guiding you on how to use your colors while designing, how to use your colors in your graphic designs. Graphic design is all about communication more than the thing you're designing. The primary aim of graphic design is to communicate an idea to a particular target audience. So it's not just about coming up with creative designs. Your creativity should pass a message. Your creativity should pass a particular message. So that is the essence of the design you're doing. And you can't talk about creativity without talking about colors. Now, how you use your color in your design will determine if um that thing you're trying to pass across will be passed across to the right audience or not. Different audience has different colors that attracts them. Different profession has different colors that attract them. It's not the color that you use while designing something like a design that is for youth, that you use for kids. This different audience has their different colors. It's not the color that you use while designing. Let me say, if you're making a design for an engineering industry and you're making a design for, let me say, a church, these two different industries or brands has their different colors that appeals to them. So your how you use your color has a very great way of either attracting or removing your or either attracting your or repelling your audience. So we'll be seeing how to use colors in design, how to use color in design. And before I open my Photoshop to show you what I have for you today, let's just see the dictionary definition of color. The dictionary definition of color. Let's visit our Chrome. Okay, sorry. Now, according to dictionary definition of color, according to Oxford Dictionary, it said color is the property possessed by an object of producing different sensations on the eye. Different sensations on the eye. Different sensations on the eye as a result of the way it reflects or emits light. So, one thing about color is that color is that object that produces different sensations on the eye. When I see yellow, there is a there's something there's an interpretation it gives to me. When I see red, there's an interpretation it gives to me. It gives me a reflection on my eye. So graphic design is all about making an idea attractive to the eyes and to the mind. So when I see your design at first glance, what should I make of that your design? Before I start reading the details of your design, I should your design at first glance should attract me. When I see your design at first glance, the moment I just come across your design, it should attract me to go through other details in the design. And this is one thing that will determine if you're a professional or not. You should know how to attract your audience. Just like, for example, in content creation or in let me say like in if you're making a if you're creating a content, a text content, let me say you're making a post. Now you will agree with me that there are some posts that are long, maybe lengthy, and there are some posts that are short. Now, if you see short posts, short posts that are short, maybe on social media, those posts, um if you're going through your news feed, maybe on Facebook, and you see a short post, you tend to read the details of shorter posts than the ones that are long. But those ones that are long now, there's a way the content creator can really get you in reading those long posts, even if you don't want to read it. You can begin from the heading. You can get a catchy heading. You can get something that will be catchy, that will make you want to read it. Maybe it might be using story that will make you want to read it. So that is one thing, that thing is also applied to graphic designing. The thing I'm designing now, how can I communicate it to you so that when you once you see that design, you want to read other details in that design. And if you're talking of this thing, you need to be very careful even in your colors. Now let's open our Photoshop. Now I want to do a simple design now, and I will show you how you can be using your colors while designing. I'll be using this image to do a design, and I'll be using this dummy information. This is dummy information. I'll be using it to do a design. Now the main heading of this design will be how to use colors in your design, and all these ones will just be the dummy information we'll be using there. Now I'll be using this to do a design. Just watch how I do it. Now let me begin with my heading. How to use colors in your design. I will use my text to. Now look at the color that is there. Something like pink. That is the color that is there. Let me let me just type it first. And this is it. How to use colors in your designs. How to use colors in your designs. Now I'm going to be making just a simple design that will be attractive. Now, one of the first things that should guide your usage of color is the brand you're designing for. The brand you're designing for. Now there are some brands that has specific brand color for them. Let me take for example our telecommunication and our banking system. MTN, their brand color is what? Is yellow. Their brand color is yellow. Um, Airtel, their brand color is red. Zenith Bank, their brand color is something ash color with a touch of red. That's Zenith Bank's brand color. Something like FCMB, their brand color is what? Purple. So you know the brand you're designing for and their brand color, so that your design um if you use it, you make use of those colors while designing, but you make sure you combine those colors in a way that it will be attractive and beautiful, and also communicate. Communication is the most important thing. What you should aim after. You should also communicate. So that's the first thing you should think of, your brand color. And you should also think of the audience you're designing for, so that your color should communicate to them. Now the color here now is something like a light pink. Sorry, I don't really know colors like that, but this one is looking like a light pink. But if you can see now, this color is not blending with the color of this image here. It's not blending with the color of this image here. So you should know how to use your colors in a way that it will blend with all the objects you're using in that design should blend with each other. Now I do teach people that if you're designing, you shouldn't really pack different colors in your design. It will make your design look childish. It will make your design look childish. The fewer the colors you're using, the better, the more professional design you come up with. I used to support simplicity. Make your design simple. Now, how do I know the particular color to put here? How do I know the particular color to design with? How do I know the particular color to design with? First of all, I'll be looking at the image I'm using. I'll be looking at the image I'm using. Now, in this image now, there's already a color of this guy here. There's already a color here, which is is this is looking like horse blood or um wine color. Now there's already a color here now. It will go well if I use the color here so that this thing will blend. Or if what I'm designing, maybe for example now let me say this brand now, the brand I want to design for now, their brand color is blue. Let me take for example their brand color is blue. Okay, let's design with that. Let's say these are their brand colors. Let's come up with two colors now as the brand color that we are designing for. We are designing for a dummy brand. Let's come up with two colors. Now, remember everything we are designing is will fall in your layer panel. Everything you're designing will fall in your layer panel. Now look at the two shapes I just drew now, that in my layer. Now let me just choose two colors for my brand. To change the color of this object, I'll just double click here to show me the color. Let me choose something like this blue, and let me say um, okay, let me say blue and orange. This orange color, they are my brand colors. Now this will be the color that will be guiding me in this design, blue and orange. Now one way to get started here is that you don't assume that you know this particular, every color has a particular color which they represent. This is blue, but there's a particular blue that it is. It is not all the blue that will come out as this blue. So to get this particular blue now, you're going to be making use of your color picker. That is one of the tools in this or tools window. This is your color picker. This is your color picker. Eyedropper tool. Now this eyedropper tool now, that's what you will be using to do what? To use it to pick colors in your design. If I want to get this particular color of my suit now, I'll just use this eyedropper tool now. Once I click um any place here in my document, if I click here now, you can see that the color I've shown in my foreground color. If I click here now, you see that the color with my foreground color will change. Just be watching the color in my foreground color. Let me pick this color here now. It has changed. So to pick colors so that you know the particular color to use, you use your what? Your color picker. Now I want to pick this particular color here now, so that I'll make use of it while designing. So I've picked it. It is now in my color picker, and I'll now click here now so that the background color will become the foreground color, and I'll pick this second color. So I'll now have my two colors here that I'm making use of in my design. Now let me now use them in this design. First of all, what background do I want to work with? Do I want to work with a dark background or a light background? that want to work with a light background or a dark background. Let's set our background color. Let's set our background color. Okay, let's use this blue. Should we use blue or orange? Mm, okay, let's use this blue. Or we can even use white self and use this blue and orange to design it. Just watch what I do now. Now I can say how to use colors. Mm, this color should be something attractive. How to use colors in your designs. Now when you see this now, how to use colors in your designs is already passing a message to you. How to use colors in your designs is already passing a message to you that this particular design is about how to. When you see this color, when you see design at first glance, it's already telling you something. Now I've used the brand color of this particular brand to come up with a design that is already catchy. That's already catchy. Now the next thing now, if you watch now, my image is not blending with this the brand color of this color. So my design should blend everything and all my elements should blend in colors. This color is the color of this guy here is totally different from the um the color here. Adobe is putting on something like a black suit. I would have said that black will blend, but this color here is totally different. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look for a way to make sure this color blends with, make sure this guy, his color blends with the color of the brand. And this is what I'm going to be doing. And this is my image here. This is the layer of my image. You can see this is the layer of my image. Let me reduce this my image a bit. Let me reduce this my image a bit. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, we have it now. Now I'm going to be blending this the color here, the color of this guy here, to blend with the color of the brand, and this is what I'm going to be doing. Now I'm going to be putting um just after the image, directly after the image. This is the image. Just I'll click on the image and I'm going to be putting. There are two ways of changing colors or putting an overlay of a color on a particular design. There are two ways. Either you use your hue and saturation or use your black and white effect. I'm going to be showing you how to do that. Now click on the layer, go to this part of your Photoshop, this icon here. Just create new fill or adjustment layer. Just click on it and you will see different options here. Either I use my hue and saturation or I use my black white effect. So let me start with my hue and saturation. This will show in my hue and saturation, and then I'm going to be clicking on this, which is to clip this particular effect I want to do to this layer. Now if you watch this layer now, this layer for hue and saturation is different from this particular layer of the image. But once I clip it now, you see this clipping effect that is shown here. It's showing you that this effect is now clipped to this particular document. That means anything I'm doing here on this effect will only affect only this particular image here that it is being clipped to. But even if it is not clipped, this effect that I'm putting here will affect every layer that is under it. There are many layers under this hue and saturation now, every this effect will affect every layer under it, but once I clip it, it will affect only this layer it is being clipped to. So that's what the clipping does. So we'll be using our hue and saturation to change this color now. Once we change our hue here, if you're watching, what the color of our switch is changing gradually, it's changing gradually, it's changing. But I need something like a dark, either a dark blue or a something like this orange color. So let me see if I can get the color I'm looking for. Okay, it's like I've gotten my blue, and let me reduce the saturation or increase it a bit. Okay, okay, it's like I'm getting my blue. Now what I'm going to be doing now, if you watch this image now, this effect is affecting what the face. It's affecting the face of this design. This effect is affecting the face of this design. I'm going to be looking up for a way to do what? Remove this effect from the face so that it will not affect the face. So what I'm going to be doing, I will click on this effect. There is this white part here is your layer marks. Layer marks. Maybe your layer marks, what it does is it uses the principle of masking. Like for example now, when you see somebody that is being masked like a masquerade, or let me say these arm robbers that do wear marks on their face. What does marks do? When I put on a mask, it will cover that part of my body or that part of my face. That when you're looking at me, you won't see my real face. Rather, you'll be seeing the mask on my face. So that is the principle of masking. Masking covers a part of something to reveal another thing. So that is the principle of masking. Now this is a layer mask that is on this particular effect, this hue and saturation effect. So I'm going to be removing this part of this image. I'm going to be hiding it. I will hide this part of this image so that you will not see the real effect. I'm going to be masking this part of this image. And how am I going to be doing that? I'll just click on this my layer mask here, and do what? Click on my brush tool. Click on my brush tool here. Make sure your caps lock is not on so that you will see the real size of your brush. I can increase or decrease the size of this the where the size of my brush is. You can increase it or decrease it. You can see the brush is now getting bigger. But one good way of increasing or decreasing it is by using the um curly bracket. There's one curly bracket key after your key P on your keyboard. After your key P on your keyboard, there are two bracket keys there. One is open, one is closed. When you're pressing the closing on, you're increasing the size. You can see the size of my brush is increasing. But when I press the open bracket, I'm decreasing it. So let's increase the size. Make sure your color here is black. Make sure once you click on your mask here, the color will change to black and white. But once it's not clicked on that mask, the color will go back to its normal color. So make sure your color is on black. So I'm going to just be I'm going to be painting this part. As I'm painting it, that effect will be hidden from this image. Just watch what I'll do now. I've painted this part. I don't need the effect on that part. Let me reduce my brush a bit so that I can paint this part. You can see it. And then probably, do I need the effects here? Okay, this button, let me remove the effect from this button. You can see it. Perfect. Now, you can see this small part here now. I made a mistake here. Let me tell you, I made a mistake here now. I want to bring it back, I'll put my color to white and paint that side, so the effect will come back there. You understand? So this is, now look at what I drew here now. It's showing you black. I've marked that place. I've marked that place now. You cannot see the effect there now. You can now see that this my color now is now blending with the brown color of this particular design. I can still click on this my hue and saturation here. I can just double click here to still the change the color, or to make it to choose another color. But let's stick with this one. Let's stick with this one. Now this is one way of changing the color of, working on the color of your image to blend. Another way of working on the color of your image to overlay a particular color on your image, so your image will carry that color, is through your effect of black and white. Black and white. This is the effect here, black white. Once I click on it, this will show. This will show. Now this, the effect now is now affecting this image, this design here now. Every what are they calling it? Every layer under this black white layer will be affected by that effect. But I'm going to be, I'll be clipping it to this image. I just clip here now. It means that these two images now, these two effects now are now clipped to this image. So everything I'll be doing here now will be affecting only this image. So this my black white now is now clipped to this image. So we'll be, you now see that my image now is now on black and white mode. It's now on black and white mode. What I'm going to be doing to put this particular color or this one on my design. Let me remove this particular effect here, so that you be seeing only the effect of this black and white. You know, if I remove this eye here, I'm removing the effect, so that you will not see it. Now, to put this particular color now, this color or this color, I'm going to be using my um tints here. Once I click on tint, it will show me color. This color will be activated. Without my tint, you cannot put any color here, even if you're clicking it. But once I click my tint, you see a color here now. It's telling you to put your default color you want. So once I click it, I'll quickly go here to choose my okay, you can't choose the color here because it's on black and white. So I'll look for a way to look for that color. You can see the color has changed to that my color now. This one is very easy. Or I'll use my dark blue. You can see how easy this one is. You just go direct straight to the point. But let's use our orange, because we used the dark blue for the other one. So let's use our orange for this one. So my suit is now having the color of that orange. Now I'm going to be using the same step to remove the color on this my face, which is using our layer mask, and doing what, using my brush tool to do what, clean the part of that image. Let me increase the size of the brush so that I'll be fast. Now I'm cleaning it now, it's not showing anything. Why? Because my color is on white. I'll make sure it's on black, so that if I'm cleaning it to show, reduce the brush a bit and clean this part of the image. Now you can see it now. This one is our orange color. This one gave us our blue color. I can decide to clean this place so that it will give me my black back, and probably clean this shirt. Clean this shirt a bit so that the effect will just be only on the suit. Now you can see how this color now is now blending with this design. That when you see it, the two color are in what? They are synchronizing. They are synchronizing. You can see how beautiful this design is now looking. You can see how beautiful it is now looking. Now let's put our other informations. Let's drag our color here, our two colors here. Let's put our other informations here. And this is my heading. Let's put our other information. Let's take this information back. Okay, Control C. We'll just copy and paste. This is just a dummy design. Let's reduce our size, the size, because this one is just details about, it's just details about the design. So it will be small, very small. Okay. This is just a dummy information. You get? This is just a dummy information. Let's just set our color here as black. Let's put it black. And these are our two colors there. We can just put it there. And reduce this a bit so it doesn't affect the image. So this is it. This is it. So this is it. You can see now this design now is very simple and catchy, and it has only two colors, which is this my orange and this my dark blue color, and with a white background, and it's very and looking very catchy. It's looking very catchy. Now for you to, let me just do a quick recap before I end this video. For you to use your colors, you must know the brand you're working for. You must know how to get that particular brand color using your pick tool, your eyedropper tool, sorry. And you must know how to work on your images to blend with the color on your designs. I know you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like and comment on the design on the video. Thank you very much for watching. I remain Mystic Chivicin. Thank you and God bless you. We'll be ending it here. Bye.